Hi, a very warm welcome from Let's Do It to our subscribers, viewers, and would-be subscribers. And this one is especially for the people who are interested for IELTS. I'm your IELTS trainer Bonujosna Ganguly, certified for British Council. I know COVID-19 has made things very difficult. It has really become difficult for a person to go to an institute and pursue some course. For this, we have come up with very exciting resources. So for this, why don't you subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for notification on time. Now that we have some plans that will really take you from stage 1 to the level where you are really confident to take your exam. And for that, we have to really solve your queries. What, where, why, all these type of questions. So first thing that comes to your mind is, what is IELTS? IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. So it's a testing system where your communication skill is tested. There are two ways, one is academic and one is general. Academics, the name says that it is only for the people who are willing to go abroad and continue their further studies. Whereas general will be required for those people who are opting for PR or job. Now there are two modes. It can be PBT and it can be CBT. PBT, paper-based test, CBT, computer-based test. Both the modes have same type of format: listening, reading, writing and speaking. Now listening, reading, writing will be conducted on the same day. Whether you take PBT or CBT, doesn't matter, speaking will be face-to-face. But the news for you, for this COVID-19, IELTS Indicator have come up with a new system where you can take your test sitting right at home, though all the security measures will be taken care of and it will be authentic. Now I feel what is academics, what is general, this part is clear to you. Now the next question which comes to your mind is, I'm sure it is there any age limit? So it is not suggested for below 16, but it is 2015 June, CIC, Citizenship and Immigration Canada, has set up a rule where the age limit is certified 14 to 64. But for other information, you can always visit the official site www.ielts.org. Now let's move little ahead. The next question which might strike you is, where is it accepted? Which countries will accept this? So for your information, there are 140 countries which will accept this IELTS course. And amongst this, I know your US, UK, New Zealand, Australia and Canada are the favorites. And of course, your IELTS will be accepted here. Now, thinking about that, you must be thinking, who conducts this exam? Yes, this is conducted by Cambridge Language Assessment, co-partnered by British Council and IDP. Whoever conducts this, IDP or British Council, it has no difference in format or the scoring system. So you can easily apply from any of these. Next question comes, who will take this exam? Of course, the people who are native for English language won't give this exam. International students who speak in different languages, they only take this exam. So it is only to test your communication skills, whether you can adjust there properly or not. That is why IELTS is necessary for those countries. I think I have covered all the questions of the question word form. Oh yes, I forgot why. Why should we take IELTS? That question comes to your mind, that why should we take IELTS? So for this, university and the visa guarantee authorities want to become sure that whether you can really gel well over there or not. But next question comes, is it really compulsory? Actually no. There are many places where IELTS is not compulsory at all. For this case, you can go without this IELTS score. But if you take my suggestion, sometimes your visa process gets stopped, gets hampered. So it is better to take this IELTS score. For this, we are there to train you. Now let me quickly help you with the format. You book a test date, and the test date written on that is LRW. LRW stands for listening, reading, writing. Of course, a person who wants to test his skills will test all these along with speaking. Now I'll come to the speaking part little later. Let me tell you about listening. Listening is conducted for 40 minutes in all, 30 minutes for the audio and 10 minutes for answering the questions. So you get a time to transfer the answers, and there are 40 questions to answer. It is same for academics and general. After you finish your listening, your reading starts. Now let me make this clear. Reading is different for academics and general. The articles, the reading portion, passages are different, but the question format, types of question are the same, and that is for 1 hour. And here also you get 40 questions. After that, your last test of the day will be writing. Writing has 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. Task 2 remains the same as an essay. You have to write an essay for 250 words. Now let us focus on task 1. As I already mentioned, academics and general will be different for task 1. Though the time period will be the same, 20 minutes, but your task will be different. Academics will be given report writing. It may be chart, it may be table, it may be diagram. Whatever it is, don't worry. I will explain it all in detail. And general people will have to write letter, formal or informal. That will also be explained. Coming to the time, entire time given to writing task. Entire time is 20 and 40, that is 60 minutes. But it is not compulsory that you have to finish the task on 20 and 40. So my suggestion is spare more time to task 2 because it is given more weightage. Task 1 can be finished little earlier also. So it is better to manipulate, logically think and write your answers. Coming to the test which is still remaining, yes, it is speaking. As I said, speaking will be in a different day. LRW and speaking in a different day. But it may happen for the people who are taking the test on computer based can give it on the same day. But for paper based, it is never on the same day. It is within 7 days of your test day. Either it can be before or after. Now I also know due to COVID-19, people who have already appeared for speaking and their test got cancelled on 21st March have to appear it again. I know it's little troublesome, but you have to due to their laws. Now coming to other part, those who are planning to take the test at home, there also they have to face it face to face. It won't be a machine and person test. It will be person to person test. You will be given a specific time and it will be conducted on video calls. Now I think so your all questions are clear, isn't it? But still if you have some doubt, my comment box is waiting for you. Even I am waiting for that. Please let me know what you want to know, and for that I know what you can do. You can subscribe our channel, hit the bell icon for notification, and little favor for me, click the like icon so that it makes me happy. Thank you very much for watching my video.